Thank you for tuning in to week 2 of Resume Tips. Last week, we talked about how to format a resume. Today, we're going to talk about some of the content on your resume. Your resume should include your work and school experiences from the last 10 years of experience. As a general rule, you want to include all of your experience from the last 10 years. When you're crafting that experience, it's important to focus on transferable skills. How does what you're writing on the resume transfer into your new industry? I'm going to share my screen now to talk about some of the few things you can include on your resume. In your professional skills section, you want to include skills that are relevant to the position that you are applying to. These skills should be changed for every job that you're applying to. Your education should include your most recent degree first, and then include any certificates and other experiences that you've had. Your work experience should start with your most recent employer first and go in reverse chronological order for the last 10 years. When you're crafting your bullet points, you want to start with a verb and describe what you did in each position. So you want to describe what you did in detail, not too much detail, but keep your bullet points short, sweet, and compelling. In our employment guide, we have a list of verbs for you to use. You can use this link here that you see here, depending on what you're describing. So if you're talking about a communication skill, creative skill, data financial, helping, management, or leadership skill, we have given you the verbs that you can use to be successful in crafting your bullet points. On average, you want to use 3 to 4 bullet points per job, but that can be more or less depending on how much experience that you've had. Try to use numbers or try to use accomplishment statements that work for your position. Now, some of you may be in jobs where you don't have specific numbers. Focus on the skills that you've used. What's really important with resumes is that you are keeping your bullet points relevant to the job that you're applying to. Every job should look a little bit different, and every job that you apply to should highlight different skills and abilities. Don't be repetitive, even if you've had a lot of jobs in the same industry, and try to stick with bullet points that your future hiring manager needs to know. Tune in next week for tip number 3.